Let's turn now to senior Democrat Dianne Feinstein, the vice chair of the Intelligence Committee. Senator Feinstein, thank you for joining us this morning. You just heard Senator McConnell on that raid inside Syria this weekend. Your assessment?
Well, my assessment is that it was a success. It is the kind of 1-2 punch that we should do more of. I believe that if we're not going to put troops on the ground, then we've got to use our special operations forces to go in and collect intelligence, also be able to capture people that might be able to be helpful. This is the second time this has been tried in Syria. The first time it was not successful. That was to rescue hostages. But now this was, I think, a picture-perfect raid. Everything went according to plan. But the demise of the principal obviously took place when the aim was to capture, as I understand it. But I'm very worried about the Islamic State. It is now in at least 12 countries around North Africa, around the Middle East. It is organized. It is an impressive fighting force. It occupies territory. It runs a government. And most importantly, it is evil. And it annihilates in the most brutal of ways. And so I think that we have to get very serious about what we're going to do, not only to contain, but to eradicate this force.
Let's talk about trade. You just heard Senator McConnell there. Some scrambled coalitions on this issue, a lot of Democrats opposing the president. Do you agree with Senator McConnell that the trade bill is going to pass, and do you support it?
I do support the trade bill, and I'll tell you why. I'm a born and raised Californian on the rim of the largest trading basin in the world. Nothing is going to decrease the trade between countries along the Pacific Ocean. It surpassed the Atlantic several years ago. Therefore, the kind of trade, free trade, the ability to have enforcement mechanisms to prevent anti-dumping, to protect copyright, to prevent forced labor, child labor, is very important. And that's what this will do. The enforcement section and the trade assistance section, which passed the Senate with more than 70 votes, is vital to this. I think with the three combined, there is a very good bill. I want to straighten one thing out, and that is that most people think this is a bill for corporate America. In California, 95% of the trade is carried out by companies and businesses of less than 500 people. So this is economically upwardly mobile jobs for people, and I think it is extraordinarily important that the trade authority be given to the president. I also think there's a macro reason, and that is America loses its leadership in this very stimulating and increasing theater of trade.
Let me ask you another question.
Does not participate
about this. Hillary Clinton's been criticized for dodging on this issue. Should she come out and declare where she stands?
Well, I think she should take a good look at it, and I think it would be very helpful. I think it's been typified by our party in a way which is most unfortunate, and that is on the jobs issue. Trade creates jobs. It creates the ability of people to become economically upwardly mobile, if it's done right and if it's enforced. The problem is with the enforcement and providing the resources to do it correctly.
Senator Feinstein, thanks very much for joining us.
You're very welcome. Thank you.